Good afternoon. It's Dr. Don on Demand, and I'm with you here in Punta Gorda, Florida, and talking today about tips, tricks, applications that I use in my e-commerce business. I hope this will be informative for you and that you can get some value out of it. The areas that I wish to cover today are the following. We want to do e-commerce with the goal primarily of being profitable. And in order to do that, we've got 3 apps that help us to do that. We want to know where we can find products, and we've got 4 places for that. And then finally, and probably most importantly, if you need some help putting this all together, give me a call at my telephone number, 239-336-9882. Like my Facebook page, there's links and information there. And of course, we would like to have you join us as a team partner. So let's get on with the webinar and try and get you some information about the different forms of applications that I use. So let's start off with the first one that I mentioned, and that is the Sales Calc. So the Sales Calc is a really slick little tool that helps me to determine whether or not a profit can be made with any particular product. It's useful for eBay sales. It helps you to figure out your PayPal fees. It's useful on Amazon, Etsy, Bonanza, so on and so forth. And it does that by an algorithm that takes into account all of these different things. There's some upgrades if you use them and so forth. They've got PayPal in here. They've got a top-rated seller discount, which I'm not getting yet. The lower shipping discount I'm not getting yet, but I will. And so we'll start right here with the cost of a product. We're going to come back to a product that I found earlier today. That's a Graco stroller, and if I remember correctly, the cost on that on Amazon was $179. Well, that's fine, but what are you going to spend for fees, and what do you need to gather in terms of pricing in order to make a profit? I just plugged in 210 in there just for a number, and the reason that's there is because of the fees. So if you're going to make a profit, you've got overhead. The fees in e-commerce are your overhead. So let's see what we need to do in terms of getting a higher fee. So here we are making a net profit of $3.72, margin of 1.8. Let's slide this up just a little bit here. Let's say we go to 222. Well, that gives us a nice 14% or $14 profit. Still not much margin, not much of return, but nonetheless, if you had 100 people doing a net profit of $14, that's going to be $1,000. So if you could sell 100 of this stroller in a month, you'd be pretty much a happy camper. The other application that I use is called Roll B Calc. Okay, it's an eBay fee calculator primarily and only for eBay. The application works the same way. We have a cost, let's say, again, $179, and the buy it now price, we already determined that somewhere up around $220 gives us a net profit, and there's some difference between the algorithms these two use. The total profit on this one is $18 with the Rollby calc. So those are the 2 main ones that we see. I'm going to stop the screen share here for just a minute and come back to the, hold on one second. We're going to stop the screen sharing. There we go. Okay. Going to come back to the document that shows where we're going with this tips and applications, we're going to go and check out another important source, and that is Infinia.com. I'm going to see if this will work this way. And I think it does. Great. I'm learning how to use Google Hangouts. So this is my Infinia website, and it's accessible with a username and a password. I'm going to log in and show you a few things here. All right, so here is our Infinia website. I'm logged in, and one of the things that Infinia does very well, it's got 3 categories: Prime, Surge, and Excel, differing in prices. Recommendation from me is to take the Prime, it's the least expensive, take the training, and as you'll see here, there's lots and lots of training for you to watch. So it'll teach you how to create your PayPal account if you don't already have one. Nice video. All of this information is available as part of the training. But I want to show you something else. So let's go to the tools. We're going to go to product research, and we're going to put in a keyword here, baby stroller. This is going to tie into the ability for the other websites that I use for searching. They all kind of come back to this, and so we're taking a look at the search that's coming up with the I'm not sure this is the right screen share, so let's just check here. Right, I hope you were able to see that before, but here is the right screen share for you for Infinia. And I'm going to go back and start this this site over again by re-logging in. So with Infinia, you log in, and there are 3 areas that you look at and 3 levels of participation: Prime, Surge, and Excel. We're in Prime. We've gone into, I showed you the training, I showed you tools, and hopefully you were able to see that. The tool that I'm using here is called the product research tool. There we go, product research. And that brought us to this page. I've already put in the search term that I wish to use, which is baby stroller. And whoops, we're having an update right as we speak. Cool. Well, anyway, baby stroller. We're at baby stroller for this exercise. I want to find a particular stroller that's a Graco with, here it is, Dual Glider Classic. So we'll take a look at this and see what that looks like and what it costs on Amazon. This is interesting. Earlier today, the price was $179. It's already gone up to $184.99, and hopefully you're able to see this. I want to show you why this is doing what it's doing. I'm going to go to one of the other sites referenced in that document, and the document will be available at the end of this presentation, both on YouTube and on Google. But the document that I'm using is called Camel, Camel, Camel. It's either on there or it's on the other site called the Tractor. Okay, so we're going to put in that Graco stroller. This is really interesting, just having done this during the day-to-day. So we're going to put in the Graco baby stroller. This is one of the sites that I wanted to tell you about. So here's our product, the Graco Dual Glider, and you're going to see down here what's happening with the price of that stroller. For those that want to make a profit on a baby stroller next year, take a look where the price has been. In January, 110 bucks, okay? Then February, 140 bucks. Then March 1st, dropped a little bit, but not much. 143, 161, 179, and now, as you've seen, it's 184. This is just showing the trends on this part of it, but if we go back, we'll see that it's now 184.99, and that's gone up 10.5% today. That's better than the stock market. So anyway, we can track this with this application. So this item is being tracked. So what this is telling me is that next year, come January, if you want to be in the baby stroller business and going from 100 and whatever this was, 110 to $184, that's like $75 difference without you doing anything other than holding it for 2 months. So if you want to stockpile these or start sending them to Amazon for fulfillment with Amazon, this is the time to do it, right after the new year. Anyway, let's get back to this. This is pretty interesting. So this is the stroller. It's priced on Amazon. We found it on Infinia. So if we want to sell it, we want to sell it on eBay, but buy it from Amazon. So remember this price, $184.99. So if you're going to sell it, you want to sell it for a profit. I showed you those 2 websites that can give you some general indications of what you need to ask. But remember, your fees include PayPal, eBay, some kind of profit goal, Infinia fees, and sales tax. So I've got my default to be about 15%, somewhere between 10 and 15%. Now, if I want to make more than that, I go ahead and click on the profit goal, and the price, as you see, moves up. So if I want to make it 20%, that's the price that I've got to ask when I do my listing. Just so you see what we have here, we have the ability to create our listing. We describe it. That's the beauty of the Infinia platform. It pulls all of this off of the Amazon site, does your shipping policies, gives you a way to include your stroller, and eventually, once you have all the information, you can go ahead and submit a listing. So that's Infinia. Works great. And let's go back to the screen sharing again. We're going to stop the screen sharing, and I want to go back to the Word document that shows where we're going next. So again, back to this. Okay, we talked about Camel tractor and the Infinia product research. There's another site that I like called ASIN, inspector.com, and this is a cool little site. It's a paid site that helps you to determine the best prices and to source your products. There's 2 versions. The Pro version is more ambitious and has a lot more information on it. So I'm going to just close that one and continue going on with the other sites. Again, all the links will be here. There's another one that I don't have on here that's called Jungle Scout. And let's go take a look at Jungle Scout. I'll have to just add that manually. And so we'll go back into the browser, and I'm going to type in Jungle Scout. This is a kind of cool app. It only works with Amazon. It doesn't work if you're selling on eBay or Bonanza. But for Amazon, it's a great application to do some research on your products. It has lots of free resources, finding a product, sales estimator. It's got ebooks, sales ranking, and then it's got a really great blog. So I would, when you open this website, I would go ahead and get their list of 400 profitable product ideas. Once again, very cool website. So I'll put that into the document. I forgot to put it in there, but I will have it in there for you. Again, the other thing that's important for you to remember, and I mentioned it right at the beginning, is there are 3 ways of getting in touch with me. Number 1 is my telephone, and telephone includes my Skype address, which is Don Ketterhagen. My cell phone is 239-336-9882. I'd love to have you on my team. My team address and the site to join is infinia.com/SP for sales page /Ketterhagen. So that's how to get in touch with me. Those are a couple of the apps that I use, and I hope that's been helpful to you. Again, I'll put the document, a link to it, in the Google Plus, and also when this moves over to YouTube, I'll have it there. I've really enjoyed spending the time here. I hope this has been informative for you, and I look forward to the next episode of Dr. Don on Demand. And at that venue, we're going to go into those applications in great detail. I just wanted to let you know they're available, and most of them are free.